The following is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
The 1130 Podcast and 1130 Entertainment presents Beyond 1130.
Yo, what it do, everybody, man? Yo, it's Thursday. You know what time it is, man. We back at it with another episode of Beyond 1130. Welcome to the show, man. For real, I got a new mic, man. I hope I sound good. For real, I've been testing it out over the last couple of days, though. But like I said, man, we back at it. It's Thursday night. It's Beyond 1130. Appreciate everyone definitely tuning in. We live here, man. Yes, we live here. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, you name it, man. If you're new to the show and if you haven't done so already, before we get into all the good stuff, definitely do me a huge favor. Hit the like button down below, comment and share, and don't forget to follow the 1130 Podcast on all social media platforms, and definitely subscribe, man. That'd be awesome as well. All right, man. Now all the good stuff is out the way. We gonna get into the fun stuff, man. It's Beyond 1130. Grown folks are talking. The little ones a bed. Just put my little man to bed. Fell asleep in my arms. So, hey, that was a win-win for me. So, the crew is back, man. And not only the crew is back, we got a special guest, but let's bring on the crew first. My guy, my bro, my man, Brian B. What's going on with you, partner?
What up, bro? Doing the same old on a Thursday night right before Friday when SmackDown about to be crazy. I cannot wait to talk wrestling, yo.
Hey, you right along with me, man. I'm excited. This is a hell of a time, though. Hell of a time with wrestling and stuff. But also got my guy Brian B as well as Harley. What's going on, Harley?
Hey, what's up?
It's
been a long week, but it's been a short week, and I don't even know how to explain that. It got to Thursday fast, but I've done a lot. It's been a good week. I won't complain.
Yeah, it's been a good week. The week's been days and weeks been going by so fast, huh?
So fast.
Yeah. Also, you guys, your favorite no bullshit therapist, Chanel. What's going on with you?
What's happening? I feel like things starting to come back together. You know what I'm saying? Like this is so good right now. You know what I'm saying?
It's a good
I don't know about your, numerology, spiritual. It's people, but like today is 8/8/2024, which equals an 8. You know what I'm saying? It's a good manifest. And we started the show at 8:08. I'm just saying.
Come on, Portal.
I dig it. That's what's up. We back at it. Like I said again, you guys, man, on another Thursday, episode 4 of Beyond 1130, man. We definitely been doing our damn thing, man. It's sort of like therapy to all of us, since Beyond 1130 came back, season 3. I've been loving it, man. Definitely so far. A lot of people definitely been loving it as well. We have a special guest that's joining in this week. She's seen a couple of videos that we've been doing and definitely was like, yo, gotta come on and chat with us. I'm gonna let her introduce herself, you guys, but she's a very special guest. Sharee, how's it going?
Hello to all the good people. Hello. I'm actually excited. I'm kind of like pumped, and I'm loving the energy. So I'm excited to see what we're going to dive into. But yes, I love radio and podcasts. I've done it for over 13 years. I was on iHeart for about 10 years, about a decade. And I had my own show in Miami doing traffic. People would tell me, oh, sorry, I would trip over myself to leave work early to make sure they didn't miss me just talking a bunch of smack. So, I would say the first three years of COVID, I was actually on a love and murder podcast, which means we're talking about relationships that turn deadly. And I said, wait a minute, if I keep talking about something this crazy, my old man might end up, I might end up in the oven with barbecue sauce all chopped up. So I said, no, we gotta cut that. So now,
that's more than murder.
So I'm excited to be here because I've never done video casts. So this is, what they call them, I guess it's like blog in a way, but I think this is really fun because I'm used to television. So glad to be here, guys. All the way from New Mexico, by the way, New Mexico, even though I lived in New York for a while, but I'm in New Mexico. This is my original home.
Yay!
Yeah, so that's where I'm now. Nice to meet
Welcome.
all of you.
Hell of a ride for your first ride, but welcome on in.
Okay, okay. I'm ready to go. I got my ticket, so I'm ready to go on this ride. Let's go. Let's do it.
Yes, get comfortable, honey.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Might I
Hey,
say I like that mic, Dre, like that, like, you know, I ain't
Told
trying to
you.
be switching up, Dre. You sound like sexy sultry, like, you know what
I'm
saying?
telling you, right? I thought it was just
I'm saying
me. I'm like,
smooth. It's like,
motherfucker
you know,
sound like he how to
This
be a
is
player over
Dre.
here.
That's
like a
nice.
nighttime DJ. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you do for real
You
shit.
know what I'm saying? So like, yeah. That was
What sound like 1-900 Dre?
Yeah.
Come get the message.
late night soul.
Sound
Put them
good,
kids
boy.
to bed.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
the
you.
mic, the
You're
mic
welcome.
is working, bro.
Hey, I appreciate it. All right, let's get into our first topic, man. We're gonna have fun here on this week's episode. All right, first topic, man. What do you guys think about of giving your partner space? Now, it's not always the bad thing. I guess we assume that giving your partner space, like, oh, wait a minute, we get into an argument, we get into a dispute, and then it's like, you know what? I ain't talking to you and for 3 days, or I don't talk to you, I don't see you for 3 days, and then things turn left though. But more so, like, I think we all deserve our personal space, whether it's trying to recharge, regroup, get up back to what we need to be, just so we can be there for others. Though I'm gonna play this clip and we're gonna get into the good stuff after that.
Miss her for 2-3 hours and not answer the phone. Where y'all be? Man, minding our own damn business, bro. We want this long stretch of time, right? Where we ain't got to get ready for something, where we ain't got to watch something, where we ain't got to be attentive for something, where we just don't have to be present. That is every man's life goal, is to reach a space of inactivity. And please, please, please do not take this personal, because it's not about you. We love you. We adore you. We want to be around you. We want to talk to you. We want to spend time with you. But guess what? We like our own company too. And he's not missing for 2-3 hours. Maybe he's asleep. Maybe he's watching a movie. Maybe he decided to cook something. Maybe he's out shopping for something important for the household. Maybe that man wanted to take himself out on a date and pay regular people prices for food for a change. And maybe he doesn't have the emotional or mental capacity to deal with absolutely anybody today, including you. I've spoken on this before, but give your man the opportunity to not be needed. I promise you, it will feel like a gift. Just act like those 2 or 3 hours where you couldn't reach him on a whim never happened. Greet him like you missed him and go on about your day. I can tell by this question that some of y'all just worsen, because ain't nobody missing for 2 or 3 hours just because you can't get
Damn, this
over
nigga
it.
talk a lot. You go missing now, motherfucker. Damn.
Yeah,
Not
that's-
go missing now.
He said the same thing like 4 fucking times.
All right, we
Just
gonna
don't-
start.
you just might not like your wife if it's that much. motherfucker.
Yeah, it's a little
Just-
personal for him. He's having a flashback.
It sounded like that for him though.
I do get what he's saying though. And, I was talking last night on the other podcast that I do, and my boo came on there, and we was talking about long distance relationships, right? And so part of my thing is, like, people do need space. Like, women need space, men need space. Whether you're in a relationship, especially when you're in a relationship, like, you need your breathing space and your breathing room, right? And that's one thing that works well for me and him long distance, is that if I don't expect him to be on the phone all day, texting me all day, doing so, like, we doing stuff. Like, I'm running a business, you working, we got kids to take care of, and and sometimes you just want to do nothing. Sometimes I call and he's like, I'm just watching TV, or I'm about to go do this by myself, or I just want to enjoy my meal, or I just want to listen to some music or a podcast, or all right, baby, go do that, right? Because you need your own space. Like, independence is a part of who you are independently is what brings you together as a couple, right? So nurturing those parts and pieces of yourself are important to making y'all better. So I don't see the problem is, unless you're overly needy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, me and my babe, I think the reason that we've lasted so long, beyond the fact that we're both insane, is the fact that we can be alone together. Like, we'll be sitting in the room and I'll be crocheting all the way across the room, and he'll be playing the game with the headphones on, all the way locked in. And neither of us will cross paths until maybe somebody walks past the other person and there's a quick little mwah. But, like, it's necessary for you to be able to exist in your own space. I'm usually the person on the other end of that. And it's always so odd because I'm a woman. So, like, men feel uncomfortable with how much I don't need to be around them. And so then they start to question me. This is the first man that has never questioned how much independent time I need. And I love that. And so I'm not going anywhere, but I agree that it's necessary. I think all people just need to be able to recharge.
I totally can agree with that. In fact, I'm in the long distance club. Okay.
Come
I'm a
on,
serial long distance dater.
Right. I feel that.
And also I do prefer relationships where the man says, listen, baby, I'm not around a whole lot because I have to travel long distance. I have to go overseas, or you do you, boo, because I love my space. As a woman, I love my space. I might have my glass of wine, read a good book, or look at a good movie, or catch up on some other things. And then when we get back together, guess what? We miss one another.
That's
And
right.
that's what it's about, is remembering what you have when it's not there, but you know it's
Come on.
coming back.
That's
So
right.
yeah, I totally agree with both the ladies, because I feel I'm on that same wavelength as well.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah, it's not always, negative though. Everybody definitely need their space though. Men and women though, especially if you got kids and you got a little one like I do, and he's 2 right now, so got the turbo 2s, and it's exciting, but it's also, you'll get tired by the end of the day. You just like, you don't want to do nothing, you don't want to be bothered, you just want your own space. And what Harley doing right now is reminding me of what my fiance doing. So she crocheting, I'm chilling, I'm watching wrestling. So when definitely she know wrestling on, I'm in my own little zone. She be trying to talk to me though, but I talk to her. But I mean, like, if you don't let me, leave me alone. But everybody, definitely need our space, because majority of the relationship we definitely, lived apart. So that was kind of like a really I want to say a bonus, because a lot of people got sick of a lot of couples got sick of each other by 2020, and it was like, shit, I'm done with you. So I think it's very important to give space, not necessarily being like I mentioned earlier, you get into a dispute or argument, and if you ain't that type of person who could communicate or got good communication skills, and you just like, well, you know what, I decided to just leave for 4 days and not even answer the phone or whatever like that. Like,
no, that's not healthy at all. Like, to be like, if you're in an
crazy shit
argument
right
or like
it happens though.
you need to resolve that
No,
thing.
no,
because when
not
you
direct.
leave it
Not
alone,
direct.
I mean, like, if you
if
care
you
about the
get a
relationship,
4
woman,
days. That's
if you get a
4 days,
woman,
yeah, that's long.
exactly.
even a day. I'm saying if you in a
more
committed
than
relationship,
24 hours.
yeah, if you
Well,
in a
how long
committed,
is too long for you?
You should not go to bed on that.
No
You should
you're in
not
a
go to
contact.
sleep
committed,
on it.
No, I feel like anything over 12 hours for me for no contact is crazy. Like I'm gonna say something.
Okay.
To you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, even if I'm mad at you, I'm gonna say something to
I'm
you.
gonna say
Like,
something
why
to
are
you.
you
Yeah.
not
I'm gonna
calling
knock
me?
something
Like,
over next to where you at. You gonna know.
You gonna know I'm existing.
I'm not about to go no contact with my mate for no. If that's the
yeah,
case, my relationship over with. I'm not.
that's
I don't
definitely
believe
wild.
in leaving so much space in there when you're upset with each other. Like, there needs to be relationship repair as soon as possible.
Yep.
Yeah, we need to calm
Exactly.
down so we're not saying stupid shit to each other and all that. Like, that's what the separation should be for. Let me calm down, get my words right, see what I really think, et cetera, et cetera. But you need to come back there. I don't think you should go to sleep on that.
Same.
I agree.
All right,
What you about to say, G?
so that's definitely a great point. Like what you just said, Shamel, because that's like my mentality. When I get into shit, especially with me, I'm hot headed. I don't give a fuck. And when I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But I still respect the relationship. I still understand I'm in a relationship. You feel me? Like I can't, like what my man was talking about, like if he's going for 3 8, don't answer his phone 5 6 hours, you fucking crazy. Like you better have had a car accident. If you in a relationship, you uphold a responsibility for some of those things to be kind of casually accepted. Like, yo, I got my man. I ain't gonna make him worry. I ain't gonna make her worry. You feel me? Like, it's gotta be a mutual respect thing, mad or unmad. Now, with parting ways and having space, I fully agree with Harley said, because I preach that shit all the time. Be together apart. I'll be in my room, like you said too, Dre. Like I'll be in my room. I'm planning. I was just doing it right now. She was on the phone with her family, talking with them. I was playing the game, and we chilling. We good chilling. Yeah. But if we get in a fight or we get in an argument or something like that, I got my fucking man cave. I'll be in. She be in her space. She'll be like you said, Harley, dropping shit. I'm hearing kids screaming, and I'm coming to find. Oh fuck! Now I gotta come and help everybody because she knows she's doing it on purpose. But
Oh,
Yeah, you have to uphold the respect of the relationship no matter what situation. You can't just be disappearing because you
Right.
need space. Get the fuck out of here. You might as well just be
And
single.
for
Yeah,
You might as well
me,
just be single.
yeah, for me,
You need that much
vacating the
space.
premises means I'm off the island. Like, let me tell you something. I'm gonna be mad at you. I'm gonna shake some shit up in here, but I'm on the island. I'm not.
Thank
Exactly.
you. I'm not leaving the
That's
island.
what
That's right.
matters.
Right.
Like, if I leave the house, I'm off the island. I'm not doing that.
That's
That's
right.
right.
I'm
That's
here.
right.
I'm in this bitch.
Mhm.
And if you're
Shut up,
mad,
I'm here.
if you're mad and you leave the house, just think of everything that you do that causes, no matter how trustworthy you are, no matter what, if you guys get in an argument and then you just decide to walk out and just be fucking ghost,
Right.
there's so much speculation that can happen. And then you can sit there and say whatever you want. Oh, you should trust me. Fuck
Exactly.
you. You're making me trust you.
And
I've said
you're
that shit a billion
And you
times.
already say that. You said, don't make me have to trust you.
You should never
Don't
make
make
nobody have to trust you, yo. They should
Mhm.
just be able to trust you. That's how it
Right.
is.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's too
You
much
know,
room
bullshit.
for error. You know, you're
Yes.
out for like 6 hours.
You know,
Where are you?
I am guilty of leaving the house when we're upset, but only because my ex used to follow me. I'd say, hey, I need some time. But I'm gonna walk away because we talking about each other's mamas at this point. So let's I'm gonna go in the room, you stay out here, or vice versa. Like, I need time to calm down. And he would literally follow me around and antagonize
Stalking
me.
you.
So the
Basically
only way
stalking you
that
in
I
your own
can
house.
leave and not get into a fight or something, because
Mhm.
I don't want to go down bad in here. I'm gonna
Oh,
go
yeah.
ahead and walk out the door. So I used to take the car and just go down the street, sit in the parking lot somewhere, calm myself, then come back and all that, because he wouldn't give me space. So
Yeah.
I also tell you people, give each other space, but you need to separate and calm down. You know?
You have to have space, yo, because especially when you're in a long-term relationship and you're
Mhm.
close with like me and Tiff, we've been at this point 6 years,
Mhm.
3 kids, dog, and we work from home. We're always around each
I
other.
was around
We,
each
we
other.
never. That's why everybody who was bitching about 2020 and too much around this motherfucker. Like, yo, listen, we lived that life. We've had big fights. We've had big problems, and we know how to separate. Like I said, I
Yeah.
got my area. She got her shit. She do. And we good. We've had a couple
Yeah.
fights where we've had to fucking step out. She's went to her mom's house before. I fucking went to
Yeah.
my boy's house. But for the most part, we always know where we at. We
That's right.
fucking located on our phone. We have the damn Life 360, so we always know where we at. So but
Yeah.
that's expected if you're in a committed relationship. At least that should be, in my opinion.
Right.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you have respect and communication, though, this shouldn't really be an issue.
Yep.
That's true.
You know where
Yeah.
you are in the house, or if you're out the house, and
Right.
that's the basis of the
Right.
foundation.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you are really in a good relationship, or y'all straight or whatever, it's that communication part that's where it's like, you know what, honey, I'm going XYZ, or I'm going here, and if you ain't answering the phone for about 3 to 5 hours,
12
though,
hours.
that's
And
that's the part that's going to be like, hold on, wait a minute, like,
that's
what
Yeah.
the fuck was going on with you,
What's
though?
really
It's
going
just,
on here?
like, but just like also Brian was saying, that's the part that where you got to upheld the relationship. A little bit about we were talking about, I think it was last week, where you're in a relationship, would you let your woman come out the house a certain type of way or something like that?
Right.
You gotta respect both partners, though. I understand, you want to wear what you want to wear, but at the same token, though, you gonna
But you
wear
also
show
represent
all
yourself.
your goodies. Yeah, exactly. So yeah.
Walking around demanding attention at Walmart with a fucking bikini on, and it's wintertime. But
Right.
you walking around trying to make OnlyFans happen and shit. I mean, yeah.
Right,
I mean,
right.
it definitely is. I think a lot of times we be having issues, like you said, with a lot of stuff we were talking about last week as well. A lot of the times, just people don't know how to just have that casual, fucking mutual, common sense kind of respect thing, yo.
Yeah.
It's like it's so many questions. It's like there's so many times I have conversations with people where I'd be like, yo, how the fuck do you not just know this? Like, how is this something that's got to be explained to you? That's why I started that cater to the stupid shit, because you literally, we don't do things because everybody just have a general understanding. We do things because people's brains are different, people work differently, think differently. So you have to arrange thoughts and processes and stuff like that to cater to these people.
Yeah.
But if you don't know, you shouldn't just dip off and fucking bounce for 6 days and then come back and tell your wife, like, oh, the car broke down, I had to walk.
Right. Yeah.
Like, why would you even think somebody
6-day
believe
walk,
that
right.
shit?
Nah, he been thinking for that. He was thinking about that lie the whole time back.
Wow.
The whole
What can I say
time
that
he was
make
out.
her believe her? Yeah, what can I say? Shit, I'm trying to think about it.
And I think some of that comes from too that we now have generations who think so independent mindedly and are so desperate to get their voice and their self and their it's just me. It's all and absolutely it should be about you, but not at the expense of others, though. Right? So
that's a big conversation right there. Especially, I'm sorry to say it. I'm sorry to say this, but especially for women. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't trying to be mean either. But the thing is, I feel like women have stepped into a realm where, and it's not even all y'all fault. It's the demographic fault as a whole, because you guys have, I don't want to say oppressed, but you guys have been, kind of put into the light. You know what I'm saying? Like put in the light where it's like you can't be done things. Yeah, okay, oppressed. Yeah. That's what I wanted to say. So you guys try to step harder, in the presence that you're in now, where it's like you're more accepted, it's more understandable. Like, women could do just as much as men could do in most situations. So it's like you have that attitude and that adjustment that's a lot of women take advantage of, and they'll go that extra mile just to prove that shit, instead of just like remembering, like, but I still would like to have a relationship and build a family and try to have this mutual kind of situation working. But it's a big conversation. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Hey man.
And Black women have a different set of challenges too that we have to think about.
Oh, absolutely.
We're up against a whole nother, it's a different realm that others can't relate to necessarily. Right. So
there's definitely an adjustment, especially from the place of like, first it's like, okay, let me try to accept it or expect it from someone. Then it's like, oh no, I've been hurt so much, I can't expect it from someone, but I also can't be too guarded, because if I'm too guarded, then I don't appreciate it enough to actually to be able to earn it. So it is kind of, I understand where a lot of women would take the advantage, kind of like how men take the advantage of their physical power. But I feel like the balance of it is people having conversations like what we're having today, where people are saying like, I get that, and you can actually get love and affection without having to take advantage of your ability to be vulnerable, or something that we actually all need. It's kind of like the conversation we had about queer folks. It's like a person like me is grateful for a lot of the things that we are able to do, but I also understand why there's still outrage behind people who are taking advantage of it, make me feel safe.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely. I definitely agree with that, my man. All right. Yes, I definitely agree once again. And we got to definitely give our partners, everyone, definitely some space, though, for real. Because I feel like, man, I'm my best self when I get my space. I lived with my sister for a long time, and it was just, her, 2 kids. And of course, my brother was living. It was like a full house at one point. So once everybody moved out, man, it was like, man, the bill above my head was just like ding, 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 like a light bulb came on. It was like, start a podcast, do this. I was like, oh shit, I can do this. So it's like I thrive in just being alone sometimes, though. And a lot of people don't like being alone. They want to, have somebody to call on,
silence.
or just, even that silence.
Not all the time, but them periods where, like you said, you could have open process thinking. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to have all these different mentalities around you that interrupts your thought process. So I definitely get that shit. That's why one big advocate I do for my house is I make her take time for herself, because it's different.
Y'all have to do that. Y'all have to be like, go take time.
She struggles with that shit. She'll try to help the kids, every fucking thing. I'm like, you don't need to cook for them. They 13, they good.
Unlike my little man, she got to cook for him in a way because he too. But I was just telling her, I was like, go in the room, close the door, don't come out, disappear for a minute, like go take some time, because if he see her, he'll just climb on top of her, get on her, mommy, follow her around, chase her around, go in the bathroom. I'm just like, well, I don't know, maybe you got some type of magnet to you, you just mommy or something like that.
Mommy shit.
So you feel me? Just get around me. He's so relaxed and chill, and I'm like, oh boy, this is something.
But even a spa day would be good for your lady, just it's just about her, away from the home environment, away from the kids, and all the other responsibilities. I think every woman deserves that sometimes. Whether she's in a relationship or not, but if she is, to be surprised by your mate with something that thoughtful, I think she can come back rejuvenated.
Yeah.
in a
Absolutely.
relationship.
Absolutely.
And
What
in
do
a
y'all
home.
like doing? Like when it's time on some real shit, like when it's time to say, all right, fuck the world, yo. I'm tired. My job pissed me off, the kids pissed me off, whatever. What do y'all like? What's y'all getaway to where y'all like, man, I'm chilling. It don't gotta be some extravagant shit. Just like
Mhm.
what's some
Well,
crazy shit?
ladies first. Let's see.
So
Dancing.
you like dancing? Yeah. And like I like singing. I like dancing. Take a nap.
Yes, a nap.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
You
Sleep
know.
or
That's
exercise.
counterproductive. You're wasting your solo time. I'll sleep later. Better do something to take advantage of this shit.
Anything
Well, I
that
still
makes me
enjoy
feel like
bubble
I'm being
baths and
pampered and
dancing.
taken
So
care of is for me, right? Because
Yeah.
and that's what I was gonna say also, like, because most people that have trouble being alone, like I had trouble being alone, because I was the one taking care of my household, and I was parentified at 8, and so because I could not depend on others, I took care of everybody else, and I just carried that through my lifetime and all that. So now I'm learning how to be taken care of, right? And then now my kids make sure I'm good because they're grown and all. And I got a man now that takes care of me, and so and it takes adjustment. It really does take adjustment for you to
Yeah.
learn how to be pampered and allow somebody to take care of
right.
you and all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So sometimes you have to, like, woman, this what you're gonna do. Like, go to the spa and enjoy
Telling you.
yourself,
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
So,
really do got to do that shit. Yeah.
And come back happy.
yeah. Yeah. And once you
Yeah.
do it, like when I experienced it, it was like, man, this is fucking cool. Why I wasn't doing this before, right?
Oh,
And,
yeah.
and lots of women also have an issue with their self-worth and feeling worthy enough to stop and go do this thing, especially if you're a parent. Like, you're like, I take care of these kids, and so people are depending on you so much that you have not taken the time intentionally to back up and do for you, because you're your best self and you're able to take care of those who you want to take care of when you are taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
And so it's a lot of stuff that I have to teach, when I'm doing therapy with people. Like, no, baby, you're exhausted and you can't be there for that person, that kid, that nothing. Take some time. Go, even if it's
Right.
go in the bathroom and take a hot bath, like for an
Bath,
hour
right.
or something,
Mhm.
right? And put some essential oils up in there, some bubbles, and put your
Yeah.
headphones on. Don't think and worry about nothing and nobody. Just you.
Yeah.
So
So what y'all like to do? What you like to do,
Char.
Shay?
Yes.
What you like to do when to
Well,
relax
yeah.
and
So what I was saying a moment ago, it's funny because we're on the same page. I was saying a bubble bath for sure, and some nice music, even some candles. Just go with a little bit extra
Mhm.
for yourself, ladies. And of course some wine or whatever your thing is, but
Right.
just whatever relaxes you. But I think dancing, because I think both ladies did mention that as well. Dancing is such a good, it's a hormone release that
Mhm.
makes you feel happy. It's good for everything. It'll just give you like a whole new release and you feel great. Of course it's good exercise, but I think
Right.
that's a good go-to also, especially if you're alone. I mean, who's going to laugh at you? Who's going to talk about you? Just do it.
That's
Yeah.
Just
true.
do it.
Babe,
Sing
solo
along with the
dance
music, whatever you
parties.
need to do. Yeah.
Yes, solo dance parties are how I start my day. I get up, I shower, and then out of the shower, I just jump and dance around my living room. I
I
think
love
one
it.
of the things that I acknowledge as an adult is, like, I don't have children. So I get to continue all of my best years in my home. I know I
Mhm.
gotta leave this house and be a grown up. Like we were talking about last week. Like, I tell kids in the grocery store, like, why do you wear ears? Because I gotta be a grown up, baby. I gotta pay bills. But I don't have kids. I don't feel the need to be responsible for anything other than myself. So
Mhm.
I get to continue, enjoying myself. And those dance parties in the morning, just shaking myself loose and just like relaxing
Yeah.
and tossing on my clothes for the day and like getting on these phones and talking to these people. It
Mhm.
really does balance my life out.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
That's what's up.
Absolutely.
That's what's up. That's
Well,
what's
when I
up.
get tired of y'all, when I get tired of all y'all and all y'all shit,
All of us.
All of us.
and
You
and
six
the
of
fucking
us
kids and the dog, even I get
and the
tired of every
dog.
fucking
Yeah.
body. Yeah, I'm the first one. I'll tell you, I'll jump out the house and I'll go. Like, I'll tell her, like, hey babe, I'm going to watch this movie by myself. I'll go to the
Mhm.
movies. Lately I've been going to, like, I literally just go to, like, I went to, like, Old Charlie's the other day. And just ate by myself, sat down by myself. I
Yeah.
went to Olive Garden one time, just sat down by myself, had a nice ass meal, and went and saw a movie afterwards and just fucking chilled. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes I'll even take the kids. Like sometimes just getting away. Like, hey, give each other space. I'll go take the kids. Let her. We'll go watch a movie. Go out to pizza, whatever. And I love that shit because
Yeah.
I do take on. I try. I don't know if this is like a man thing or whatever, but I take on a lot of responsibilities in my house. Like
Right.
I want to, not because I don't want her to do nothing.
Mhm.
It's because I'm good at the shit that I'm doing. Like, you know,
There you
cooking,
go.
I handle all of that shit. I handle
Yeah,
Okay.
my baby.
decorating. Believe it or not, I fucking handle. Like all of this is me in this house.
Wow.
Yeah, oh yeah. I used to work at
Hey, you know
work at
what?
furniture stores.
Hey,
I do all of that shit. Yeah, yeah.
hey, that's funny. That's
Yeah.
funny because I'm the opposite. I'm totally the opposite. I'm not a home decor person, so I'm more
Yeah.
like shit. You know what? I got a roof over the head. We got a bed. We got a TV. We good. You know, kind of like you know.
I
But
fuck around, yo. I gotta
she
get my
more
shit
so
done.
she got to decorate and everything. So yeah. She that type
But,
of
but
person though.
it's like what Brian said. Like I think people start putting gender on the thing, but it's literally like, what are you best at, and what do you enjoy, right?
That's it.
Do that part, and the stuff that y'all don't like, do it together. But like,
Yeah.
you know, but like if I enjoy this, and this, like, yeah, take care of that. If you look like that, and that, then yeah, take care of that. And then
We're super big on that shit.
awesome.
Yeah, because that's the one. Even with like, you know, just like playing off each other's strengths. Like, you know, she's incredible with like, you know, keeping the bills and shit together and being organized and being structured.
Yeah.
And I'm a fucking mess. And I'm sporadic and I'm spontaneous. And I'll go ahead. Everybody, fuck the light bill. We going to Six Flags today. Like,
Right.
and that's me. So it's like she keeps me
You
balanced.
gotta take that part.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
Okay, so what about
each other's
eating
strengths
alone?
and shit.
What about
That-
eating alone, everybody? How do y'all feel about that?
I
Because I have a
love
problem with
eating
that.
I told you, I go to a restaurant for myself. I don't give a fuck.
I can't do
Hey,
that
you know,
though. I feel
I can
so
do that shit.
uncomfortable.
I
Really?
love
Yeah.
eating alone.
Are you
You
a?
do? Like at a restaurant.
I need to converse while I'm
In
eating.
public. Okay.
Yeah,
In
you
public.
know.
I'll sit at the table.
Yeah.
I'll sit at the bar by myself, but I'll definitely sit in the booth by myself.
By myself. And just
Really?
eat and
Yeah.
watch
I'll
my
sit in the bar
phone.
by myself,
It
but
took me a
no,
little while to
like
get there.
eating, ordering, and waiting and sitting there and just I'm
Yeah.
looking
That
around
shit,
like
that shit is great
Oh,
feeling.
yeah, I've been doing that a lot the
Yeah.
last
and
few
going
years.
to the movies too, because I heard you
Yep.
say that too.
Yeah, movies.
Yep.
Yeah.
I go to the movies by my damn self. Sit right in the
Mhm.
end seat, give me some fucking popcorn. I'll go sneak into 2 other movies while I'm out. Shit.
Mhm.
I
Hey,
I
live
think
it.
it helps.
I live it.
I think
I
it
would
helps
just-
a lot, like Brian said, like when you're trying to get away from a thing, you know what I'm saying? Because I got a total of 7 kids, right? And 5 of them were adopted as teenagers. So if I needed to, when I'm getting out the house, I was getting out the house, right?
That's right.
You know,
Yeah.
and stuff like that, because I needed to be away from all of the stuff. So it was easier to go places by myself because it was a true relief, right?
Yeah.
Now, because of my caretaking nature and people pleasing and all that, like my therapist had me a couple of years ago. She's like, you need to learn to like take care of you. And so like I took a trip to California by myself. It was the most uncomfortable
Bruh.
thing I ever did.
Shit,
But I
I'd
took
have
a trip
loved
by
that shit.
myself
solo
in the room
travel.
by myself.
I haven't been
And
brave enough to do that yet.
But the more
Listen.
I was there, the more I was okay. I went to go eat by myself, and I was like, I can look at this menu, and I don't have to worry about what everybody else needs. And I don't care
Yup.
about that. It's
Yup.
just me, and I can order what I want, and I ain't got to worry about the budget, and I ain't got to
Yup.
order what less than what I want because these kids want to eat this, and this. Like it was fucking
That shit is
fabulous.
incredible. I know.
Has everybody
I'm
tried-
telling you,
has everybody
that's
tried
really
to
the
do
feeling,
it
yo.
by
You don't got to
yourself?
think about
I
shit.
went back to a
I
room
go
where there
to
was
motherfuckers-
nobody. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
telling you.
Got
I'm
cameras,
telling you, that's how
gummies,
it be,
and
yo.
like I was just chilling. I could write in my journal. Nobody was knocking on the door. Nobody was calling me. Nobody was saying, "Mama, I need." There was nobody. I could take a
What
shower.
about you?
And it
I could
and it
walk
de-
out. Bro,
and it definitely don't mean you're trying to get away. It could just be like you deserve it. A lot of us like you just
Yeah,
like how you just said
self-care.
you was taking care of everybody else. So whether you working the job or taking care of little kids, you deserve it. And like I was saying a little bit, I'm a little bit of the opposite. Babe, she the cooker more so. I'm the person who likes to wash and clean up the house and everything like that. So when the cat being irritating and little man can't sit down because he got too much energy, I for real, I just take him outside. I take him outside, go to the playground and just walk around and and just ride around rather. But it's actually That's really what I do. Or I just come in here in the room and just turn on a movie or a TV show, and I just be in my zone. Other than
That's it.
going
too.
out and about, because that's for me, man. I'm telling you, because I live by myself for like after my sister moved out, I didn't have no problem being alone. Like how y'all said, man, I used to do that all the time. Riding out, going to go to the restaurant. Shit, I ain't gotta order no extra food, no nothing. It's just
or
me.
argue over what somebody else
Great.
doesn't want.
Yeah, like man, I'm big on if that was the case now, but I can definitely be alone and stuff like that. So my alone time is important, and until somebody come knocking at the door,
Right.
For real.
like
You
shit.
know what I do to chill too? Here's my thing. This is like I think most men can vouch to this. I will shit for 4 fucking hours and not care.
Whoa, as a woman, I've done that.
I'll sit in the bathroom, right? And when we get done with this shit,
do that for 4 hours.
Yo, I go into the bathroom. I be on my phone shitting, and then I take a shower before I go to sleep. And I do that shit. My girl be like, "Yo, damn, did you die in there?" I'm like, "Nah, that's my."
Now I'm just
You close the door. Nobody fuck with you. That's my life right there, yo.
Hey, man,
Every night.
idea sitting on the toilet, so I'm like,
Yep.
put a notebook down, or am
I get mad shit done.
Ooh, that's a good idea right there.
Yo, on some real shit. I shit
Hey,
for
that-
days.
Shit happens.
See, the problem being a mama
It
though
happens,
is like
yep.
kids following me in the damn bathroom. Like, you're like,
Oh,
what you need? What
Well,
you want?
and the
Like,
best thing is, if you're not hungry and you don't want to cook or eat, you don't have to. And if you
Yeah.
are hungry, eat what you want. You don't have to cook.
Right.
You can order in. You order out, whatever. It's like it's up
Right.
to you. You're not expected,
Right.
on the schedule. Hey, what are we having for dinner? Oh, that's right. It's just me.
It's just me. That's it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people enjoy that shit too. Like we were saying. I'm not saying that people who don't whatever, don't have like kids and stuff like that. But yeah, when you got like especially like a big family, man,
Yeah,
there
we got
are
a
times
family, yeah.
where you have to
get
literally
Step
just
away.
take a fucking break, yo.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have to.
Be
'Cause
overwhelmed.
my
Yeah.
kids now, even 13 years old, both of them, 2 13-year-olds and then a 5-year-old, and we homeschool. Like, and I've taken over homeschooling
Okay.
for this time while I'm doing my own shit, and I love it. I'm not gonna. That's another thing.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I actually love homeschooling.
Really?
Yeah, it's good, yo. I go to fucking anybody who wants tips, go to Pinterest and download these damn worksheets, yo. My daughter
Wow.
has been doing math. She's been doing so
yeah.
much stuff, yo.
What, they have that
Yeah.
on Pinterest?
Yeah, on Pinterest.
Oh, yeah,
I got
people
a whole
got-
bunch of
yeah,
different
they have a lot of
worksheets and
stuff on
shit.
Pinterest, yeah.
Who would ever think? That's amazing.
Bruh,
I live on Pinterest back when I was a teacher. Yes.
Pinterest is great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I thought
but
it
I've
used to
been
be
doing that
just
shit.
for pictures back in the day, though, and then it stepped up to ads.
Oh yeah,
and
so they got documents of
recipes.
all kinds on there now. Yeah,
Yeah.
and you're
Yeah,
right.
they got a whole
Teachers
bunch
like
on there.
posting stuff on there, and yeah, there's a good community for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to get away, man. I mean, I completely understand. You got to just get your peace of mind, bro. It's because you get stressed from your family.
Yeah.
You get stressed from your relationship, your family, your job. You got
Yeah.
Your rent, your rent.
like Dre said. Dre was said the cat.
What did Dre
The
say?
cat, hell yeah, the cat.
Dre
You get
said the
stressed.
cat.
You get stressed from the cat. The rent, how much food costs is crazy, man. You be like,
Crazy,
shit.
bro.
Pigs, baby.
The phone is too
No
much. That's
bullshit.
stress by itself all day.
What, the phone?
It's like ring, ring. What do you want now? Who is this?
Yeah.
Spam likely. Oh, I'm not.
Oh,
answering
that's my favorite right there. Spam like to stop calling me,
spam
bro.
likely. Why don't they just say this is spam, not
This is
likely?
spam.
Because I likely might pick it up or I might ignore it. I don't know who
You don't
started
pick up
that.
my phone at all. You either got the wrong number or you got
Right.
fucked up. I don't even pick up my phone. Like what?
Yeah, I barely
People
pick my
have
phone
to
up.
text me and ask me, "Hey, can I call you?" And only then, and when I go, "Yeah,
That's how it
sure,"
should be.
where you get an answer from my phone. If not,
That's
you
how it
either
should
got the wrong number or me fucked up. Don't call
Right.
me.
Text
Please.
me.
But how about they call you and make you hold, and you hear a bloop, and I'd be like, "Hello, you called me."
Yeah,
What-
nah,
what-
if you call me, you put me on hold, then
How
you
that
don't want
work?
to talk to me. I'm put.
You better be paying me or something
Right.
because I ain't going. I'm definitely hanging up.
Much. That's too much.
Man.
I got spam and junk call through my business line now. So I'm like, you know what? Everything go to voicemail.
Oh, yeah.
This actual client.
Yeah, you can forget about it. That shit goes to every line, yo. I don't even know how it. When we were in Comcast, they were kind of explaining to us how, like, they are able to get the number or how it gets out. But
Yeah.
the biggest thing is your number 9 times out of 10 was somebody else's number before,
Mm.
so your
Right,
number's
you're
already
right.
in the
Yeah,
directory
yeah.
to keep getting circulated. So it's just
Right. That's true.
And then it's
crazy.
being sold too. I don't know if
That's
they told you
true.
when you were working there. This being
Mm.
sold at the same time. Your numbers are
Yeah.
worth something.
Yeah.
Everybody's numbers worth at least 3 cents each.
Right.
Man,
100
motherfuckers getting
times,
paid,
1,000
yo.
times.
He's getting paid for
Mhm.
everything.
For
That
Every
everything.
is
little
insane.
thing, man.
I want to be one of them motherfuckers that be like, yo, you got car insurance or whatever.
Wow.
how many people you think they get?
Warranty one?
Yeah. How many people you think they get a day?
Extended warranty.
They be getting people.
They probably get like 3 or 4 people a day
I'm sure they
fucking
do.
making bread.
Yeah.
Did y'all speaking of movies, did y'all see that movie The Beekeeper with
No.
Jason Statham?
No.
Check that shit out, bro.
Now I'm
I
gonna
heard
watch it
about that. I
now.
haven't seen
I
it.
thought it was gonna be dumb. I checked it out just because I was bored, chilling. That's
What
my
is it
downtime too,
about?
watching movies. But
Okay.
one of the opening, Felicia Rashad is in it.
Okay.
She started. I don't want to tell too much of the story, but she gets scammed. I'm gonna say that part. She gets scammed by one of them guys that call, and it's fucking crazy how she gets scammed.
Ooh.
And that's where Jason Statham's part comes in, and he's
Yeah.
kicking ass
I'm gonna check that
like
out.
John Wick shit. But
Oh,
Yeah, I gotta look that up
yeah.
on
it's
Tuesday.
it's crazy how she gets scammed, but it's just like we're talking right now. Like the
Okay.
older people, they'll control your
Yeah.
computer
Yeah.
for you. You
Yeah.
gotta be careful, bro. You'll
do.
fuck your whole life up
They will.
by accident.
Yeah.
will.
That's how crazy the world is right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's true.
You know,
That
and
shit
I remember as
crazy.
like a 18, 19-year-old, I was looking for jobs and got a job like that. And the first time somebody said yes to the thing, I recognized, I didn't realize as a kid that it was a scam that I was working for. I was on that end of the phone, you know, and all that until somebody said yes. And I was continuing to read this, and I was like, you know, and that very day I walked out and I was like, I can't work here no more.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
you scamming people
You'll
out of
never
this
know.
stuff, you know.
Yeah, these-
but
I
like
worked
that.
for a phone room that got raided. It was like a Russian phone room that there were over some, I guess, foreigners, but it got raided. They took all
Oh,
of us
shit.
out literally with handcuffs. I'm like, wait, I was just making calls.
I was
don't know
making
what this is about.
calls.
Damn.
Hey,
Yeah.
You went down with the ship
Right.
Yeah.
They
for
walked
nothing.
I was just trying to sell some 10-year light bulbs. I mean, can y'all leave me alone on this? But
Right. Yeah.
everybody walking out with their head down, to put your head down, put the coat over your head. I said,
Not the coat over my head.
Light bulbs
Yeah,
was a code for child or some shit.
Yeah,
right,
some
right.
shit,
That's
right?
code word for, unfortunately for,
You know.
That's
Yeah.
Them scammer situations that go a little bit too far for
They
real.
do.
And it be situations you talk about movies. It'd be a situation. I remember a situation where it was like I can't remember what it was, but it was real big. A lady who actually was a guy who was going around scamming a bunch of women. He never met them though, but I think they
the
met
TikTok
online.
lover.
like
I think
Ponzi
so.
schemes, right?
I believe
Ponzi
so.
scheme?
Yes, that is
All
right.
women.
Yeah,
The
like
TikTok lover. He was the dude. He meet the woman. He sweep you off the feet with the last bitch money, and then he asks you for some money because you see he already got it like this. So he like, let me borrow this from you. I got you. And then
I
he
think
dip
that-
on your
So
ass.
you want to go to the next one.
And of course,
That's
she's saying
genius.
yes, whatever you need, whatever
That's
you
a
want.
Yes.
genius motherfucker right there. I don't care what
That
anybody
motherfucker
says.
it is though, but it's
That's
crazy though.
Be
This-
real. That's some
without
smart shit.
That's smooth. That's smooth.
He
Dude.
was out there. He get your bread. He slide over to another girl. Put her on a private jet. Baby, you see how I'm rolling. Let me get 10K. These women putting up mortgages on their houses,
shit
all
is
type of
With
shit.
the
crazy.
other women's money,
With the
That's
other
the
crazy.
woman,
last victim's money.
and now he
Shout
gone.
out to that motherfucker right there. But yeah, that's a
Nah,
good way
it
to
be-
get murdered for real.
Yeah, it is.
That's what he gets though.
Nah, it
See,
really
these
is
people
though.
Crazy
Like,
playing. They don't know who
they
they're
out
playing
there
with though.
fall,
They don't
falling
know
in love.
who does what, where, and who knows who, and no.
Yeah.
Falling in love, and never met the guy. They talk about love at first sight. And I guess it
not
was
playing.
loving first meet online or something. And now you're just giving
I don't
away
know.
thousands and
I mean,
hundreds of
tell people,
thousands
like,
of dollars. And now
Predators
looking
will
crazy.
look for prey, so they look for the signs that they can do that thing, right? They
Like
test the
vulnerable.
water to see, okay, how desperate is she for attention or whatever it is her needs are. Like they explore that thing and then they start giving what she wants.
Did y'all ever see the Worst Roommate on Netflix?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's some shit to watch.
That
right there.
motherfucker crazy.
That shit, all of them motherfuckers was crazy, yo. If you watch both, they got 2 seasons out now.
I gotta watch the second season. I only watched the first.
I only watched the first one. Yeah.
The stories that they got on them
You know it all.
motherfuckers is
Them
just
motherfuckers.
crazy,
It sounds like
bro.
single white female back in the day. That's what it reminds
Yeah, I
me
Yeah,
of.
remember
yeah, it's
single
pretty
white
much.
That
female.
concept.
But it's way
Documentaries,
it's
period, are crazy. Like if you just want to go down a rabbit hole, start watching cult documentaries. Start with
yeah, them
Mother
shit's
God.
crazy too.
Start with Mother God and just
Mother God.
follow the rabbit hole.
Yeah,
You just start at Mother God and you just follow the rabbit hole. Them cult documentaries that had you like, what the
fuck?
yeah, them shits is wild, yo. If you ever
I
watch
mean,
that
it's fun
Waco,
going down the
Texas
rabbit
shit,
hole.
all that
Sometimes,
shit.
you don't expect it, but I'm like, oh, what's next? What else am I going to discover? You
Right.
never know. You never know. You've learned
Oh yeah, I
something
watch
new.
documentaries all day, yo.
All the time.
Netflix got documentaries on lock. Ain't no
Yeah,
doubt
they
about
do.
it. They shits be rocking.
and
Yeah,
HBO Max.
Waco
That,
is definitely a good one.
that
HBO
Waco,
Max.
Texas shit was crazy, yo.
All right, you guys, man. We're gonna keep the show rolling on here on Beyond 11:30. Shit, I almost forgot what show it was. Yeah, Beyond 11:30. Brian dropped the video actually in the chat earlier, and we're gonna play the video, and I want Brian to actually dive into it though right after this.
I said was get the F out of my face with the N word.
4 days ago, I showed you a video that I had to give you a trigger warning on for racism, and I stated that it's the first time I've ever had to do that.
Where is the hanging tree at?
In your backyard. And a lot of you who watched the video agreed and said that, yeah, that was really intense. Part of what makes that video so difficult is that you're in the point of view of the person experiencing it. You're literally in their shoes. You get to see what that experience is like from the victim's point of view. It's very different than being told a story. You actually see and feel it happen. And it was painful to watch. But rather than just watching the news and accepting things for the way they are, you guys reach into these news stories, we interact with them, and we literally change the outcome. I mean, look what you've done. You brought so much attention to this news story that you had senators and governors responding to it. You had it all over the news. We made $40,000 for Uncle Ricky. But we're not here to exploit people at their worst. We're here to make a positive impact. 4 days ago, you had to see something that may have even traumatized you to watch. So my gift to you for helping Ricky out is this to make you feel whole. They're mugshots.
I feel like a lemon. You're gonna suck me.
I know, honey. Jesus loves you.
I know where you are. Do you know the history of the town?
It's satisfying even though it's the bare minimum because it's a reminder that there is still accountability as long as we demand it. Oh, don't worry, Janice. Jesus loves you.
Motherfuckers know how to make some shit funny, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, too.
Yeah.
Did anybody see this story?
We lost our guest.
No, I haven't. I was actually looking for it actually. But
No, I
haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't seen
But see what?
This story with the Millers and was it Virginia City, Nevada? I think if I'm not the best with facts and shit, but so I scrolled upon this. This is gonna sound fucked up, but I scrolled upon this just like doing my normal scrolling on TikTok and stuff like that or whatever, and I saw the actual video, the original video that the guy posted. I think his name is Uncle Ricky, or they're calling him Uncle Ricky, and I believe he was one of those guys that like kind of go around and kind of ask you like, "Hey, you registered to vote?" And blah blah blah, this and that shit or whatever. So I think he was doing his job, and then he started kind of recording like right in the middle of the altercation that he was having with the guy, the old man that you saw on there. And apparently, like he walked up. What Uncle Ricky said was he walked up to the dude. He was kind of sitting down in front of that establishment that I think he owns, or he's renting, or landlords, or something like that. And he was like, "Yo, hey, you guys registered voters? Are you guys going to be voting?" And the white guy told him, "No, but there's a hanging tree down the street or some shit like that or whatever." Like just he said, just blatantly said it. Or I think he also said he's like no, but something nigga. You know how the story fucking goes.
Yeah.
But it was something along those lines to where the guy just started saying shit to him, and that's when the guy pulled out his phone and he started recording the interaction. And it got all the way to the point, like you saw those three mugshots. That was the father, the wife, and the daughter. And at one point it was a bunch of people that was out there that was kind of just laughing. Most people were just kind of like laughing about the situation while this man's standing here, and he was like, "No, fuck you, I'm over this." And yo, like I said, this is what I'm gonna say. I'm kind of sound like an asshole. When I saw the original video, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was kind of like, all right. I was like, all right, yeah, we know motherfuckers is racist, motherfuckers is assholes. I was more on the side of like, bro, why are you fucking standing there, bro? Get the fuck away from that bullshit. Like, why are you like being involved in that shit?
Right.
But my man, after everything, like you watch it a couple of times, you see it like over and over again because people started picking it up and they started spreading it around. Like, look at this bullshit. You know how the world is today. Like they gonna, they can't wait to harp on some shit like that, which is a good thing in this situation because it's like, I'm glad these motherfuckers got their comeuppance. Like, stop all that bullshit.
Right.
But I was still kind of like, people got freedom of speech, man. If they want to say that shit, listen, I'm the kind of nigga that's like, fuck it. I'm
not gonna be around it.
Fuck all this bullshit. I'm gonna knock somebody the fuck out. I'm not dealing with it. But apparently, like, it got to a point where the woman came out and she started like kind of just like walking him down. She was kind of tapping him and moving him, like, just saying all that stuff. Jesus loves you. You're my brother. I love you. But she was pushing him out and they were kind of following him, and he was like upset. He was super upset, man. And apparently, they found these guys. They put the establishment on Yelp, and they've been going crazy, going to town. And that's what that video was just showing. Like, that dude that was on TikTok, he finds people in these situations, like people who are, disrespectful or treat people badly. He finds them, finds out who they are, so you can get to know them and flood their shit with, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's what happened. It was just a big racial incident, and it got blown up because the community kind of like all came together, and they were like, man, fuck this. We ain't dealing with this. You want to be this outward about racism and stuff like that? We gonna put your ass on blast. And that's what they did all the way to the fucking penitentiary.
Wow.
But,
Was it a small town though? Like a real small town, and there's not that many, like a diverse and mix of people?
It looks like it. I ain't gonna lie. Like it looked like it was a smaller town.
You know where you are or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. She said that shit.
So it's like, I mean, I'm not gonna go into none of these marked sundown towns, but I'm not gonna. But that goes to the place like we're still. I feel you be on. Like I'm still gonna validate it though, because that's like telling a woman don't go outside with a certain outfit on, right?
That's true.
Yeah, exactly.
But at the same time, it is still true. It's like I'm not gonna go somewhere where I know I'm going to have myself hurt or spoken on in a certain way. Like if you're gonna insult me, you gotta come seeking that shit. I'm not about to be in a space where it's like I dare you to do something to me. And if somebody asks you, do you know what town you in? It's like.
No, but you can roll up on a town and don't have a clue. I mean, what if you're just driving on vacation or whatever? I mean, back in the day, everybody knew that it was marked. It was called the Green Mile. It was something to it. It was like a little book, and it would tell you places that were safe for you to stay. But right now, what if you literally are just on a road trip with your family or with your girls? How do you know? They don't mark it and say, oh, by the way, this is going to be a sundown town coming up in about 5 minutes.
Right.
It's not on a billboard. So you could really just be hemmed up, just getting some gas.
Right.
And not even have a clue what you're walking into.
But that is why you have to be acknowledgeable. You have to acknowledge your areas and what you're doing and the situations you're in. And in my opinion, kind of like Harley said, like I'm not gonna look for altercations. Like if I do see something or experience something, I used to work when I used to drive and shit like that or whatever, being out in Georgia when I first got out here and stuff like that. I didn't know shit about it. I didn't know whatever. So when I did get to the towns in Georgia, I was delivering, stuff too. I was like, holy shit. Like I'm 3 hours away from where I'm living right now. And I'm in this area. I can tell there's not a lot of black people. I can tell it's an older area. I can get the picture. You feel me? Like so I don't put myself in predicaments to even be in an altercation with somebody. Somebody says something to me. I'm not a bitch or anything, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not gonna stand here and go the extra mile to do all of this extra shit. And I'm like, look what the fuck, let me just get the fuck out of here. That's what I'm
doing. You gotta pick and choose your battles.
Yeah, you better not.
One of the most Googled things by black people. One of the most Googled things by black people is this vacation destination safe for me? Like, I don't think enough of us know how like frequently we travel, but before we go somewhere, we make sure it's all right for me over there.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and, a lot of stories.
We do that now. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
like we do it now, or we should do it.
People are doing it now. I've done it a couple of times. Before going on vacation, I just Googled what's their temperament for racism or like how do they treat black people. I've done that before a couple of vacations.
Damn, I ain't never done that shit.
That's
just where I'm at. Fuck
it's the world we live in right now, where it's like you kind of like gotta do that though. But it's also I'm kudos to the guy, who was put his whole thing on blast though, because this shit been happening. It's been happening, but now his racist ass got caught on video, and then he looking all crazy though. But
Everybody got a cell phone.
Everybody got a camera. It's going to be documented. That's the biggest shit. But at the same time, it's like I said before, like I'm one of the motherfuckers who I know, even though it sounds crazy, like I'm not one of the people who is just like, criminalize the motherfucker who's talking shit. I'm not. Right. If somebody says some racist shit, listen, that's their prerogative. Let the arrogant, ignorant ass do whatever the fuck he do. It's a freedom of speech, yo. He could feel any type of way he wants. Derogatory, whatever.
That's true.
Yeah.
As long as it's not fucking attacking you or physically harming you.
But then in the video he was like, where you hang your tree at or something like that.
The hanging tree,
the hanging tree in your back. Like, come on, really? In my backyard though? Like,
but Dre, on some real shit, you're absolutely right. That is fucked up. But be real. My man experienced that. He chose to stand there and continue to take that berated fucking, situation from those men that was sitting there degrading the shit out of him. He chose to do that shit. Now, I feel good that there was like, oh, well, how about that motherfucker? Like, that feel good? Yeah, I feel great. I'm like, yeah, fuck that guy. I was saying that while I was watching the video, but at the same time, I'm still curious what the fuck he went to jail for, because you can't go to jail just for shit. Like, he didn't, you don't go to jail. He went for battery, but
they probably got
I didn't know what the rest of the situation was.
That's what I'm wondering. Did it get physical?
They have gotten physical, because that's not even defamation of character. Nobody's going to jail because you said something mean to me.
Exactly.
It had to have gotten physical.
Yeah, she was touching him, like she wasn't pushing him, but she was touching him. And if you touch without wanting to be touched, then that's battery. I don't give a fuck how lightly or gently you do it.
It's taunting.
That's battery.
It's not really.
I'm gonna say
you can't put your hands on somebody
at all.
I'm gonna say that to them because they would do that in that situation. If one of them, if they felt threatened physically and somebody pushed them or even brushed against them, that's battery. So I'm gonna go.
We can't tell someone how to feel, right?
And the comment about the hanging tree could have been deemed as a threat.
Yeah, that's what I was getting.
He didn't say I'm gonna put you on a hanging tree. See, a lawyer would get you out of that shit immediately.
Of course,
you can threaten it. Now if he would have said, "Listen, I'm gonna put you on this hanging tree over here," even that could be argued. But he basically said, "There's a hanging tree down the street."
Or with a hanging tree.
If there is a hanging tree out there, that sounds pretty direct to me.
Yeah. But listen, man. I mean, I'm glad these motherfuckers got their shit. I'm also glad that people are starting to see, you can't just be outwardly just disrespecting the shit out of people anymore.
And then have people patronize your business.
Exactly. Get the fuck out of here. Like,
because I'm not going to support
we ain't playing that. Exactly.
And that's like I ran across this this website or something on TikTok with this girl a couple of years ago, and she was getting a lot of, and I don't know if she had used to work in HR. I don't know what it was, but there was people were talking a lot about places of employment that just wasn't safe for us, right? Just not a safe environment to work. And she started a site that had a list that had people. She was like, if you have a place of employment that's like that, you can anonymously post and list them and talk about whatever incidents happen or whatever the case may be, because we need to know when we going into these places if it's safe for us, right? And it's okay not to work for the folks if they don't want you there. Find some other spot. Because we are all always in every situation, no matter how much of a come up we have, we're being oppressed, right? And I should be able to go to work without being harassed and stuff that. So. I was pretty cool. I was like, that's good that she started that, because just like they did used to make the little book with sundown towns in it. Used to have that.
You do have to do that shit, yo. You do have to do that shit with the cops, everything, and like you said, it's different challenges that we do have to face, and you always want to acknowledge it. I'm one of the motherfuckers who I try hard not to just sleep on it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, or not sleep on it, sit on it all the time. I don't always want to feel like everything I do, I have to fucking face a racial battle. Because to be honest with you, I don't know if it's because I'm light skinned or whatever, but I don't go through it like as much. I definitely have my share. Yeah. But you don't want to be a motherfucker harping on it, looking for a reason to always blame racism for every fucking situation you got. Because there's a lot of motherfuckers that do that too. Oh,
Yeah,
you let
that's
me
true.
go. It's because I'm black. It's about because I don't look like no motherfucker. Because you don't do your
No,
job. You late every fucking
you
day.
don't
You know what I'm
qualify.
saying? Stop playing. Like you fucking it up for the people who really is dealing with shit.
That's right.
And
Right.
yeah, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I initially saw this video and I was trying to, pick it apart though, one thing came to mind where when the guy was talking about how people, sort of change the narrative on certain videos when it, come out or stuff like that. So it made me think about
Right.
one thing because I always thought about this though. Have you guys ever been, obviously, had a dream or been telling a story that you had or that you went through or whatever, and you telling it to the best of your ability though, but it might not be the actual
yes.
real dream, or
Yes.
like you
Oh
having a
yeah.
dream and you got into a fight or whatever, and you like, yeah, but Bobby came in and that was crazy, but you're just how can I say this? Like, I
Embellishing.
mean, yeah.
You
Yeah,
telling
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
That's the word.
adding a little
Yeah.
more to fill
You
in the
want to put
gap.
a razzle
Yeah,
dazzle on it.
Absolutely.
Right.
But that's
yeah.
Yeah,
what
I
Hollywood
get
And
does
that's
with truth
Most
reality
people do
that's
that
turned
shit.
to movies. You got to
yeah.
fill it
Yeah.
in somewhere.
Yeah.
Most people
But
do that
but
shit.
who remembers all that when you wake up? You're not going to remember all details. There's no way.
You're not gonna remember all details though, but it's also like, okay, you went to you went out to dinner and you went with a special friend, but you don't necessarily, obviously, like you just said, you don't remember it, but we just add stuff into it that never happened in the dream, in the story, in the scenario, and that was like a little thing I
But
wanted
it's
to
a dream. Why
uh,
not make it more colorful? What does it matter? These aren't real people anyway,
Yeah,
necessarily.
that all
And it
that
wasn't. It didn't really
that's the
happen. So
fun
you can
part.
say whatever you want. It's your
Right.
narrative at that point.
Right.
But
You can't come up
I
here.
get what Dre's talking about though, because it's not only a thing I think people do intentfully. I think it's also a thing with your memory, bro. Your memory,
that's
and
what
like we were
that's
talking
what
about
I'm getting
last
to.
week. We were talking about the perspective thing last week.
Right.
Things
Right.
are different for a lot of different people's perspective. So if
Mhm.
you do have something that you're trying to relay back to somebody, even the way that somebody's taking it, the way that you're saying it,
Come on,
it
bro.
doesn't even
Yeah.
have to be like a direct quote or a
Basically,
conversation. It could be an indirect like way that they took it. So
more so like you had this dream, but your memory or your mind is trying to fill in this
Fill in the empty
void
space.
Fill in the
space.
frame.
Yes, that would happen.
yeah,
So you automatically come up with something that was not there though.
Yeah.
If you guys
Yeah.
get what I'm
And
going
it
at.
yeah.
brings
I
definitely
completely
does
understand
that.
what you're saying.
It does that with
Yeah.
stories. And I talked, I think, before about how during COVID, like your brain did not see whole faces. So it tries to put a face to the thing. So when
Mm.
people take their
With the
mask off,
mask,
you're like,
yeah,
whoa. And you be like,
exactly.
I thought so.
Because
Or you like,
we were all
whoa,
in
I ain't
trauma,
expecting
so that
that.
makes sense.
Because
We were all
your
in
brain
trauma
is
at the
trying to
moment.
put
How am
the
I going to
face
see the whole
together.
face?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what you do. That's
I
what
think, like
shit
you said, when we retell story, I'm like, even for myself, I notice for myself, if I am retelling a thing, or well, let me tell you what happened between me and so and so, and I said and she said, and I said and she said. Sometimes I say stuff that I said, but I was thinking it while I was talking to her, but I wasn't saying it, right? But
Same.
I recognized
so.
in the retelling, I was like, oh wait, I ain't actually say that to her, but that's
I
what
was
I was
thinking
thinking,
that. Yeah.
right? But that's what I wanted to say in the moment or whatever. Or I should have said, but I'm telling it as if I said it that way and all that.
Yeah.
So like, just start filling in. It's natural for the brain to start filling in the empty
And
spaces.
then and that makes me think too, like, damn, just how many stories that we may have told people or whatever. It's like
That wasn't really
false or
accurate.
completely wrong. Yeah, or
That's
completely
Or
wrong.
1,000 of them.
Dre, we were talking about that shit we were just talking about this. This is a conversation we were just having where we were talking about how damn, I just fucking lost my train of thought as I was talking. But it was how we say things, and sometimes you take a story, like we were talking about the Sandra Macy, that's what we're talking about.
Right.
And we were like, you're getting, even with the video, you're
Right.
getting the pieces of this that's going to connect dots in certain areas, and then you're gonna have people's speculation that you're gonna have to read through and cipher through, and then you have to have people just completely making shit up, and then 10 years later you're gonna actually get what actually happened, and you're like, damn, I didn't know. That's how it always
Yeah,
is,
by
man.
the time,
That's how it always
that's
is.
true. At some
It's
point,
like
I'm
the
just
game
lying though. I don't have
telephone.
my
It's like the
facts.
game
I'm just
telephone.
lying.
It's like the
Telephone
game
game.
telephone. When I was a teacher, we would play the game telephone. You start the message at the end of the row,
Yeah.
and then you listen to how it gets
What
by the
happened
end.
in-
By the other
By the
end,
time
Not
it
even the
gets to
same
the
story.
yeah,
Completely
At all.
different,
Yeah.
yeah.
I say
The
it
message
differently,
is
like at
different.
the
Who could
third-
remember
Yeah.
what was first said?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Right.
just
hard.
becomes
We
a
don't
lie
pass it
after a while.
along
I'm
in
like,
the
I'm
very
just lying
same
at
way.
this point. I don't even
We
remember.
add details, we take away things, and all, so it just ends up different.
And
And like you said,
and
right?
don't come across a total liar because you're gonna be fucked after that.
They come up with a
A
whole different
lot
thing.
of them. No, it happened to me. Yeah, I was there with the shark and everything. Get the fuck out of here. Just change the whole story. No, that was me in the video. That was me.
That was me, right?
Lying
Right.
ass
You
nigga.
know? And Brian, like you said, different perspectives too, because somebody could be like, you know, because she came in the room and then the other person's like, now she ran up on you, right?
Exactly.
You know, like, no, she just walked in slowly, like, but two different people using their own blinders or veils or whatever they seeing through and all that. And so, you know, she's talking to me versus she yelling at me, right?
Yeah, we all human, man. We all human. We make mistakes. The best shit you could do is catch a whole fucking situation on camera so you can watch it back. People still going to, you know, use their own judgment on that shit. But at least you have that's the closest thing of evidence that you could possibly get.
Yeah, but what about an interrogation when Bonnie and Clyde commits a crime, and by the time they split you up, the man's giving one whole entirely different account, and the woman, his partner, is saying something that did not match, did not connect. And that's how the authorities, you know, can find these things. They're like, that's not what he said. That's not what she said. They really want to see how close the stories are, but they hardly ever are at that point.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's smart, but it also hems people to fuck up. It'll hem you up because just like you just said, what they do in those situations, they're trying to see who's going to give a relatable story to see if it's something that they can, you know, base truth off of. But a lot of times, like you said, a lot of times people are fucking already nervous. There was another documentary on Netflix about that shit too. People went to jail for a fucking murder they didn't even commit, and they saw it was like a 5-hour interrogation, and the cop was at the end, he was just like, "Fuck it, I don't care. Like, you know, just throw me in jail." Like, it's a lot of shit, man. That's why
like, eyewitness accounts is the worst accounts.
Right.
So where's the accounts?
Yeah,
you know,
I believe it, man.
Y'all seen the movie? It's the old movie, My Cousin Vinny.
Yeah,
yes.
with Joe Pesci.
With Melissa Tomei.
Melissa Tomei, yeah. Joe
Pesci. Pull it up because the different people had different perspectives, and you know, this lady said she saw the thing, but he's like, I think of those glasses. You know,
bro, I'm telling you.
I mean, it was a comedic approach to it, but it still wasn't a real,
true.
You know, situation. Like, hey, what really happened? We never really found out.
You know, you said you saw this thing, but how long does it take to cook a grit?
Oh, that was good. The grits example. Yes. That was so funny.
So
it gets
no
crazy.
self-respecting Southerner cooking grits.
Hey man, that's
I literally was craving grits right after the movie, and it was the middle of the night. I said, I think I'm gonna make some.
That's a funny movie.
You know, because it's like I keep talking about grits. I'm like, y'all making it sound so good right now.
Grits are good,
bro.
Girl.
Don't watch fucking don't watch TikTok at night and then seeing them food videos. I'll tell you right now, I've been on this diet shit, trying to fucking be good. But listen, I want to say this real quick. Let me say this shit real fast. Listen, I'm gonna say it to y'all and to everybody watching. I don't know who lying to y'all about McDonald's. I don't know who lying to y'all about McDonald's.
What about?
McDonald's sucks, bro.
It sucks.
I don't know what they've done. All the burgers are smaller. Everything is fucking different. The chicken nuggets are still good. But the burgers, everything is so small. Burger King.
That's true.
Let me fucking tell you.
I love Burger King.
I had a Whopper the other day. I had like 5 of them motherfuckers, yo.
Whoppers are
double Japanese Texas or whatever else, Texas Whoppers, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Bruh. That ass juice running down my hand, fucking burger. I'm sitting there eating this shit for like an hour. I'm like, damn.
I love Whoppers.
The McDonald's, I'm sitting there like, why is everybody Burger King has been killing it?
I mean, but they're totally different. One is flame broiled and one is fried in the in the pan on the grill. So
but McDonald's is so popular for no fucking reason, yo.
No, they got reasons.
They got reasons.
They had reasons. They had reasons when it was the kids.
Secret reasons. Like
you talking about
reason that they called you.
Yo,
See,
in the
but
90s,
It's a
McDonald's was the shit.
it's a McDonald's on every corner, just like it's a liquor store on every corner wherever
For a
you
reason.
turn and
They're
go.
selling.
I'm
They're
telling
selling.
you, McDonald's, man, you can see that big M from a mile away,
I
man. I'm
can't
telling
stand
you.
nothing at
And
McDonald's, but I go
when
back there for the fries all the time. I
when
can't
you're
get
on
the
that
free from the
when you're
fries.
on the highway and you driving and there's that little sign
Don't
over
let your
there
kids
was
see
like
it.
Westmore, McDonald's is the first one they're gonna show. Then you'll
Yeah.
see Wendy's and Checkers or something like that. But
Yeah.
you know, me growing up, I was definitely a big McDonald's fan. I'm getting away from it though. But I prefer it's no Burger King near here unless you do it on DoorDash, and I ain't trying to pay all that much money.
No, fuck
Checkers,
DoorDash.
I fuck with Checkers though. Checkers is good. I like
Checkers
Checkers.
pretty good.
Checkers,
I like
Checkers is
Checkers.
good
They
though. But
fries is the best shit. They
yeah,
fries is the best
yeah.
shit.
But
A big
man,
beautiful boy. I love Checkers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Checkers is pretty good.
Checkers used to be
It's
my
about the
my,
fries
my
and the
late night
shakes right there.
drunken meal.
I
Used to
only
be
Yeah.
right
like
in front of the club.
sandwiches from Wendy's.
White Castle. If you twist it, you
Yes,
high as
White
shit.
Castle.
We used to.
Yes.
They don't
But
got it in the
frozen,
South,
'cause everybody
man. That
don't have
sucks.
one near
Yeah.
them.
Yeah,
Frozen
yeah.
ones are
Jersey,
just as
yo.
good at the
White
store.
Castle. White Castle, we used to fuck White Castle up. Coming home from skating, we go to White
Yeah.
Castle or we go to Quick Check and we get subs and shit from Quick Check. But yeah, I just had to say that shit
25
because I
cents.
was watching a video about McDonald's and this motherfucker had a Big Mac and I had one too not too long ago. But
Mhm.
I grabbed that bitch and I was like, yo, what the fuck is
It's
this White
tiny,
Castle?
and I
They're
know
getting
it's tiny.
smaller.
Yeah.
Them
small.
shits is
not
small,
that
They
bro.
are. They're
You know.
shrinking them. It's so.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
glad y'all
bullshit.
noticed that too. I thought it
That's
was me.
Yeah,
bullshit.
yeah, they shrinking it. They shrinking everything though.
The price
Mhm.
going up.
We went to
Took the
we went
words
to
out my mouth.
Chick-fil-A,
Come on,
and
Dre.
the tender box from Chick-fil-A, the tenders are so small now they put them in a nugget box.
Oh,
I was like,
wow.
well, this should be in the
fucking
white box,
man.
not in the red box.
So waste. I'll throw that shit back at him and say, give me
Small
that.
nugget
Bad.
though.
That's why I just get the salad. I get plenty of
Shit.
nuggets in there.
Yo, you want to know? You want to hear the cheat code? I'm gonna give you a cheat code. You ready? Go to Walmart. They got them on. They got them on TikTok too. Go to Walmart. There's a bag. They're called Famous Chicken Tenders. They're like $12. I've been getting them in my house because I don't go and buy fast food all the time. I cook
Yeah.
that shit. Get a
And they're
bottle of
good.
oil for $4. $12 bag of
Mhm.
tenders. That shit got
Yep.
like 30 fucking tenders in it, and they are phenomenal.
And it's not
There's
processed
oil.
meat, Brandon. It's not
Bro.
processed meat. You sure?
Oh, I don't know. I don't care.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna eat it.
everything is
Sure,
that food
yeah.
processed
Fuck it, it's food.
You know, like they put it in a blender and then
Think I'm
shape it
sitting
into
there
a patty.
catching chickens and cooking them
I mean,
myself.
that's
No, I'm
that's
fucking
what
going to
McDonald's chicken
Walmart.
nuggets are. You know?
Yeah, all that shit is even the shit
All
that
that
says is
stuff
not
is
processed is
processed.
processed.
It's still processed. Yeah, all of it.
Uh,
Every last bit.
If you
Hey.
got a chicken in your backyard, that's about as clean
That's
cut
about
as
as
you gonna
fresh as
get
you
that
can
shit.
get.
The rest of that shit,
the
all
clo-
that organic, that's just a sticker. All that shit don't matter.
Right.
Shit. Speaking of that, my wife right now, she bought some silly ass soap online. Oh, the lady says it's made with her hands and goat cheese. Get the fuck out! You're putting goat cheese and soap, and you're gonna buy that shit? You trust her? No, she
Okay,
had
what
her
does that
fucking
smell
mind.
like anyway? Ew.
Probably
It doesn't even
cheese.
sound appealing.
But she was breaking out because of it. She's breaking out because of it. And we're like, baby, stop buying that, boy. And people lying to you, yo.
Right.
Thinking everything natural.
Yeah, and
All
you got to
right.
be careful because that is the new thing. Like, everybody wants the natural stuff, but you still can't trust everything and everybody with that stuff.
Because they
Like,
full of shit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So,
You're right about that.
they'll always come out in and jump on whatever train they on and try to make the money.
For real. I'll do it. I'll
Yeah.
make some soap in my bathtub, sell that motherfucker for $40. Yeah, it's completely natural. I made it yesterday. I just
It's
traded
a $1 billion
boxes.
industry for a reason. So
Yeah.
somebody's on to something.
Somebody
Yeah.
knows something. Yep.
Just like my
Yeah.
man who was using that the women's money and going to other motherfuckers. He's
Exactly.
smart. Yeah,
Exactly.
Smart.
Yeah.
Okay. Before we wrap it up and hit it on out of here, once again, thank you to our special guest that's joining here this week, Shari. I appreciate you so much. She
Thanks,
said something.
guys.
No problem. No
It
problem.
was
You
really
said something.
fun.
Yeah, exactly. Always. You said something one thing earlier to me though that you had wanted to mention. I think it was about the Carmela. I hope I'm saying her name right.
Kamala.
Yeah, Kamala. Yeah.
But if you're Trump, you changed he changed the name to make it. But he said he didn't know she was black. He had no idea. So once he found out she was black, he said a black name. He calls her Kambala. Now he said I didn't.
What?
He said it. He said this in the
Yeah.
actual press conference. He looked at her and said, "You're black." I don't know. When did you get black? When did you turn black?
I seen it.
Trump is
Oh,
tweaking,
that
man,
nigga,
yo.
man. He say what the fuck
That
he want.
motherfucker, wow.
Oh, he be making you want to slap him so bad.
He
Like
say what the hell
That
he
nigga on some
want.
real
so
shit,
now it's
yo.
Kamala for him. That's what he said. He said
But
that
that's
sounds more
because,
like
but he said that because
Ebonics.
Kamala Harris over there trying to fucking race play, every race that she a part of. So let's be real on that shit too.
Oh, okay.
But she is on both
Definitely
I'm
trying to do
sides,
that.
keeping
though.
up with
So
it.
she
Y'all
can
gotta
say
tell me
that.
when.
She a joke, yo. She a joke, and she only in there because they trying to beat Trump. That it was a player move in the last fucking call of the play. It was the nigga from the end of one court throwing it with 5 seconds on the clock because they're like, it's a black woman. We're gonna try to get this. The only play we have because the person we in here is a fucking zombie, and Trump is taking the play. He did that assassination attempt shit. He put that shit together, and it worked like a charm. Had motherfuckers. You saw at the rally, they had the fucking fans had this bandage on their ear too.
Right.
He won. Stop playing, bro.
What was that
Like
about?
Kamala
What
Harris
was
gonna
that
bring her
really about?
goofy ass.
So funny.
And there's no investigation because there's nothing to investigate.
Nah. Yeah, they all playing that bullshit, yo. They all playing. I don't listen to none of them motherfuckers. They all trying to tell us what you want to hear because they want to win.
When I heard that last week that he was like, yeah, man, I thought she was what did we say, India or something like that. I didn't even know she was black. I was like,
She said all that shit. She said Indian. She said West Indies. I've heard a bunch of shit from her.
Well, her dad is West Indian, Jamaican and West Indian, which is basically a mixture of coming originally from Africa, so Caribbean, so he's still considered black. But
if you're black,
really,
you're black.
like her father didn't make her. Trump just took away the whole fact that she had another parent. You know, he's just like, oh, I thought he was in it. Oh, how'd you get black? How'd that happen? Oh, I just woke up like this.
At this point, I think
hilarious.
Shit that he think of.
Yeah, he just talks shit, yo.
But
He's trying to win.
We don't have a president,
That's
right?
He's the most honest motherfucker in the
president
planet,
right
yo.
now?
I like being single as a country. I don't know about you, but I'm liking
Them niggas,
single life.
all of them. Yeah, you're right. I'm with Harvey on that one. We usually fight over shit like this, but she's absolutely right. I don't give a fuck. We shouldn't even have a president after the last ones we've had.
We need to be single for a minute and not
It doesn't be all that. We don't really need one,
bro.
Yeah,
because who did what for us at this point?
I just like we need to be single. We need to get ourselves together. We need to do our inner work before we start dating.
I feel. Come on.
Before we start dating again, America, we need to take.
Yes, we got to be single for a while.
Right.
We had a zombie in the fucking White House for 4 years. This nigga was tripping over nothing, mumbling over the teleprompter. That motherfucker. Yo, listen. If we can have him in there, we can have anybody in there. It don't matter who be in there.
Well, anybody can run. I think we all know that. Anybody can run.
Oh yeah.
I'm 35. I'm a run.
And I'm a vote.
I'll vote for you.
After Trump got in, after Trump got in and did what he did in 2020, I was like, yeah, anybody can run. And it's like I think Brian and Harley just said, I think at this point it's just a publicity show for Donald Trump. You know, he can come out there and literally say anything, and everybody gonna be talking about it, and everybody gonna be laughing about it, and it's gonna be trending. Like, bro, oh, she black. Oh, I didn't know she was black. Like, damn,
he don't give a fuck, bro.
I watch the biggest reality show there is, y'all.
There is.
But look at I watch wrestling. I watch wrestling, right? And you tell me if a wrestler came up to another wrestler and was like, shit, I didn't know he was black. You feel me? Like, he's the biggest dick. I'm telling you,
heel on the planet.
Hell yeah, like, and that is fucking Donald Trump, man.
Right?
Like,
exactly. For real. But it's true, man. It's always a touchy topic. But we've had these conversations on here before, and like I said, I'm super open about it. Like, I don't vote. I don't do none of that shit. I don't believe in it. I think it's a fucking play to make everybody feel like they're in a position where we have some kind of control. We don't got no fucking control.
Exactly. We don't have control.
People they playing games, bro. There's been fathers and sons. The lineage even of fucking Trump, all of them guys, they got fucking ancient hands. There's a whole bunch of shit with the presidency, bro. If you go back and really has anybody have you ever really thought about, besides like the popular ones that we constantly talk about, have you thought about the motherfuckers who were in between, like the John Adams that nobody really talks about? Or there's so many. Somebody said a president's name one day because it was like on a school, and I was sitting here looking at the school like, that was a president. I was like, I do never hear this motherfucker. You hear about the Jefferson, all of these people, whatever, but you don't hear about. Man, listen, it don't matter, bro.
It don't matter
to me. You know, some people it might. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just another
It's
play.
crazy.
Just another play.
The
That's
illusion
it.
of control. You know,
Go crazy over some
that whole
bullshit.
entire thing is like living in a gated community. It's the illusion of safety. Somebody want to get over that gate, they're getting over that gate. Somebody getting through that gate, getting through that gate. But it's the illusion of safety. Yeah.
Trump is probably the realest motherfucker we ever had in that fucking. That's what I said. Like he probably the realest motherfucker we ever. He's just ignorant. He ignorant as shit. He don't care. He don't give a damn.
Don't give a damn.
He just want to talk shit. He was just doing the press conference today. He was like, Nancy Pelosi, I had her. She's crazy, lady. She's just crazy.
He don't
like nobody. He don't really like nobody.
Yeah.
When did you ever hear a president really doing shit like that? He don't care.
That man don't care.
He don't.
He's already been president. He don't give a fuck. He's running again. He was impeached. He was fired.
Exactly.
The whole said that last time. You get fired. You're not supposed to be able to reapply, but you
don't get to apply for the job again.
And I'm supposed to care who's president. They don't even fucking care.
I mean, he's supposed to be going to prison, and then he's not going to prison. But then he's still complaining that the votes were rigged, but he's running again. I mean,
George Bush was doing it. I said this on my show. 2 days ago, George Bush did the same shit. Remember back in 2000 when it was Bush and Al Gore? It was the same thing when they had to recount the votes in Florida, but they said that it was his.
Yes,
this shit been going on forever, yo. It's a joke, bro. It's a fucking joke, yo.
Yeah, it's even more crazier though with Donald Trump coming or trying to run for president again. Look, if he possibly wins, you better live the best of your life right now.
He's gonna win.
Have all the sex you can think of, and enjoy and live life.
Right.
He's gonna win. I'll be shocked if that motherfucker don't win.
If he wins, I'm moving to Europe. I don't want to be nowhere around.
Yeah, I mean,
or maybe I don't know, Ghana. I'm moving. I want to be in this country. Why would y'all want to be here? It's not going to be safe. It's crazy.
It ain't safe.
Well, it ain't safe now. It ain't no safer with Biden in them. It ain't nothing different.
It don't matter who's in there.
It's the same shit.
It's never been truly safe, right?
Exactly.
No, but the election day is what I'm concerned about. That's what I mean by being unsafe, because no one's going to win. Think about it. Because if Trump wins, then all these other people that don't like him, there's another real assassination attempt that could happen. And then if he doesn't win, a lot of his people are going to be pissed off about who does, because it's not him. So you just can't win. Neither side could win like that.
They said the same thing with Biden. I'm not Biden. They said the same thing with Obama too, though, man. That's why you can't let this shit stress you out, because it's bullshit. The first black president, they were saying the same shit. Oh, he's black. All the red states were gonna go fucking crazy and kill him and this and that. But he was 8-year president. I mean, it's always something.
2 terms. That's true.
Yeah, it's always something. You can't let that shit stress you out, yo.
Hanging out
It's
somewhere.
bullshit.
Smoking. That's my boy, Lil Barack.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck. Cool ass nigga, he had to do the job, whatever. I still don't believe in the job, but he was at least he was cool about it.
He was cool about it.
Really cool to watch, though.
Yeah, he was
about it.
Cool to watch.
He was charismatic too.
Yeah, he had personality.
Yeah,
he was a Leo.
Okay, one of us.
Yeah.
Look at his wife. Look at his wife. She and everything.
Birthday with my own
Michelle
daughter.
Obama.
Yeah. So. Yeah, they famous. They out there. They was cool peoples though. But
absolutely.
Hey man,
cool.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, you guys, man. Look at this has been another awesome episode of Beyond 11:30, episode 4, man. Coming at you, and it's about to be in the books, though. But before we roll on out of here, once again, Shari, I appreciate you for being a special guest coming on the 11:30 podcast. But before
I enjoyed it.
No problem. Before we end the show, tell everyone where they can find you at. Any information you would like to say, final thoughts or something?
Final thoughts. I mean, okay, because in social media it's not under Share. But other than that, you can still, if you could stalk me, then you'll find me. But no,
shit, don't tell them that.
This was so enjoyable that I would love to come back and sometime in the future. You guys are a good team. It's a good panel, and this was it just feels like just talking to friends that I didn't know.
Thank you.
But it felt good. It just felt like, hey, like almost feels like we know each other, even though I've never met any of you. It just feels natural, like you're just hanging out with the crew.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was really good.
We enjoyed you too.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's cool people.
All right, I appreciate you. Appreciate you
Harley,
so
what you got going on over there? You
I'm in the dark. I think
you ain't
it's
pay the bill?
yeah, it's power outage. Literally, there's
Oh,
nothing.
you got a power? Oh
Oh,
shit.
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah, I don't know what
Is
just
it
happened. It's not,
storming? Is it storming
They
where you
heard you
are?
talking shit and they cut your lights off, bro.
it's not
That's
raining.
right.
Or nothing. It's the CIA. I'm telling
You
y'all,
gotta
they
tell
don't
me,
fuck
It
y'all.
with
was
me.
Trump.
Yeah,
Turtle
they
I
don't
know.
didn't
We
fuck
gotta
like
with
me.
me.
believe
She
What
just
did
didn't
she
like
say
me.
about me? Cut her
They
lights.
don't fuck with me because the turtle tank
Turn
light
that
is
shit
off.
off.
So everything is off. That's okay.
We'll never have
Oh
lights
no,
again.
you gotta get the candles quick.
No.
No, baby, I'm finna go to bed.
Well, it was
I
storming
don't
in
be
New Mexico and
She just
everything went
quitting. She
out
like
for
fuck
like
it.
7 hours
honey, I'm a
at
swamp
night.
witch. The apocalypse ain't got shit on me, baby. I'll
I
be
know
all
that's
right.
right. I know that's right. Do
But
what you
no,
got.
thank y'all. I can't do anything other than be here in the dark. But I'm
That's all right.
Yeah.
But we know what you
Oh
look like in school.
wow.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We still see your smile right there too.
right. Do you see the
And your
ears?
ears.
In the
Yes.
ears, yeah, they're
Yeah.
reflecting.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. We about to end the show
Ah!
anyway, though. But
She's rolling.
Sharae, thank you so much. I appreciate it once again. Everyone, man, we definitely will be back here. Episode 5. Yes. Next Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you definitely go follow, subscribe, like, comment to everyone, content pages, and everything they got going on, man. YouTube page from my guy Brian B, Harley, Chanel, and also Sharae. So once again, Harley Power went out, so she's black right now. So but we can see the fingers. So
You
she
stay
waving.
back, girl. You stay
Yeah,
back.
be safe. I'm
Y'all see
good.
the yells.
Stay under the cover. Don't move.
Hey, that's what's up.
Mhm.
Hey yo, but once again, great episode. We'll see you guys next week, man. For myself, Dre, aka Dre on Wheels, my guy Brian B, Sharae, Harley, and Chanel. Until next time, you guys, man. We are
Okay,
out.
peace out, everyone. Have a great weekend.
Peace out, y'all.
The